Okay, so today we're gonna develop this roll of film. Now, I took all these pictures while I was in Hawaii. I got some really good shots. I got some good shots of the Missouri, the battleship there, with all the guns facing towards me. It looked really cool. And then I got some good shots of the Arizona Memorial as the Polar Star was saluting it. It was very touching. I'm just glad I was able to capture it on film. So we're going to develop these today, and I'm going to teach you how to develop a roll of film. So, things you'll need. The film. You'll need a developing tank. You'll need a darkroom bag. And you'll need your two chemicals. The first stage is this developer chemical. It's gonna actually develop the film. The second stage is the bleacher and the fixer. This is gonna stabilize it so it stops developing. And then you're gonna run some distilled water through it to wash it all away. Now you're gonna want your proper PPE. That's why I got my gloves, my splash-proof goggles, and my splash-proof apron. Oh, one other thing I forgot. You will need a thermometer. These chemicals have to be at the perfect temperature. So, step one. I gotta get this roll of film completely wound onto this spiral. It's supposed to wound all the way onto here. Now, how do I do that with all this light? Because all this light is going to destroy all these beautiful pictures, these once-in-a-lifetime pictures that I took from Hawaii. That's where the darkroom bag comes in. Now, the darkroom bag is completely sealed from all the light. So all of these components are going to go inside of the darkroom bag. It's got a zipper on the end, and then these little sleeve-looking attachments are reverse sleeves, and you just stick your hand right in there, and then you do it with your other arm, and then you can do it all in the dark. It takes some practice to do it with these gloves, but you never want to remove your PPE. That's the first thing that they tell you in class. You don't want to go home with only 4 fingers. That's just a fact, folks. So, once that's done, and let's say the film was already in here. We're just saying it is for now. It's not. The top of it, no light's gonna go in through there. It's got circle chambers. Light can't bounce that much. You heat up your developer liquid to 102 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you take your, again, proper tool for the proper job. No need to remove your PPE. Take your thermometer. You measure the temperature when it's at 102. You pour it in here until it fills up. Then you put the cap on it, and then you're gonna let that develop and soak for 3.5 minutes. And every 30 seconds, you're gonna do this sort of number. Every 30 seconds. And then you do it continuously for the first 10 seconds, so just 4 little inversions. It helps agitate all the film, and it gets it all into little creases. After 3.5 minutes, you can pour this back into the tank. We could reuse this, and I'm going to reuse this. Then you take your bleach and your fixer. You want to make sure that's 102 degrees Fahrenheit, exactly the same as the developer. So again, you take your little thermometer, you put it in there. When it's at 102, you pour it in, fill it to the top. It's exactly the same process, folks, exactly the same. And when I say exactly the same, I mean it's exactly the same, even to the exact second. So 3.5 seconds, the first 10 seconds, you're gonna do 4 of these. And then every 30 seconds afterwards, you're gonna do another 4 of these. Now that is the process, folks. So I'm gonna get started on it. And I can't wait to show you all these beautiful pictures I got in Hawaii. Okay, welcome back. So I just finished the developing process. I did my little shakes and all that. And I flushed all of the chemicals out for about 3 minutes of distilled water, only distilled water. Now, I gotta hurry this up, the camera battery is dying. I'm gonna introduce a couple tools that I didn't earlier. It's these little clips. The film is all wet because I flushed it with distilled water. So I'm gonna put it on these little clips and I'm gonna clip it up so it can dry. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Everything should be fine. I am so excited to show you these photos of Hawaii. Okay, so as you can see, this is how the film gets rolled on there. It's still a little wet. Now, I'm gonna break my own rule here. Seeing as how all of the chemicals and everything have been washed away by the distilled water, I think it's safe for me to remove my glove, but I'm only going to remove the one. But I don't recommend you do it yourself. You should always wear the proper PPE. What can I say? I'm a risk taker. Oh. Very tricky. Okay. Now we are in business, folks. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Where can I hang this? Oh. Well, folks, I am not too pleased. I am not too pleased. This entire roll of film is blank. It's absolutely blank. Except the end piece. So those are my beautiful pictures of Hawaii.